Desert Defender installation. Let's go. Okay, so we start off with the tape measure, and we're going to measure off 5 inches from the midpoint of the fender and the bumper. We're going to remove the inner fender liner. There are 4 of these M6 by 1 10mm nuts. They're plastic. You can easily remove them. They're not very tight. There are 4 of those, and there are 2 clips that join the fender liner to the bumper and the fender, and there are 2 additional clips on the underside of the bumper. Make sure you remove everything, then carefully remove the inner fender liner. It's flexible, so it should just pop out. Now we're going to take our template and cut that out and place it over the bumper and mark it with a Sharpie. Make sure when you're cutting to avoid cutting these 2, and you also want to make sure that when you cut the bottom of the bumper that you cut it perpendicular. This is using a box knife to do the trimming. You can use any cutting device of your choice. This is to show that you're going to be flush right here. Now we're going to place these 2 6mm clips that are included in the kit, in the hardware kit. You're going to put them over the tabs like this. These are mounting points for the fender flare. We're going to replace the inner fender liner. This can be tricky, but with some patience you'll get it back in. We'll also remove the mud flap, the factory mud flap. There's 2 screws for the outer and a 10mm nut here, and there's another 10mm nut underneath. We're going to remove the belt line trim and discard it. We're not going to use that again. Now we're going to place a clip onto the Mondo in this location that's in your hardware kit. Go ahead and slide it into place. Now we need an access hole so that we can get to that screw. I'm marking the location of where the hole should be. And now I'm going to take a drill and I'm going to drill a hole right here. Don't worry about the size of the hole. You can oversize it as much as you want. We just need access to that clip. Next, we're going to make a trim cut on the front inner fender liner so that it goes around this clip. Don't forget to replace this clip here for the front bumper on the inner fender liner. Now we're going to make 1 small relief cut on the lower section of the inner fender liner. This is to allow the inner fender liner to slide forward easily so we can relocate the holes forward, and this moves the entire thing up and out of the way. I've just marked the hole for the rear mounting hole, and you can see I'm pointing at the mark that I made. You're going to drill a 1/4 inch hole. Use a 1/4 inch drill bit. It's better than what I just did here, but go ahead and drill that hole, put it in place, slide it forward, add the clip. Now you're going to do the same thing with the front hole. Also remember, use a 1/4 inch drill bit. It's safer, much better than a step bit. Add the clip. This is the lower Mondo cover, and it just goes into place, and you're going to reuse the screws that originally held the mud flap in place. You can turn this part so that the alignment is fantastic. Simply tighten these and adjust to fit. Now take a clean microfiber towel and some isopropyl alcohol and clean the painted surface in preparation for the VHB tape. This is the test fitting of the fender flare. Now we're just looking at the alignment of the part. We're going to loosely mount the fender flare to the van with this lowermost screw that goes into the Mondo. Now we're not tightening, we're just putting it in place to hold it into position. This is the front forward screw, and we're going to use the shorter of the two M6x1 screws, and we're just going to loosely put it in there. Now we're going to mark the lowermost point of the fender flare. We're going to remove the screw in the front, and we're going to drill this hole with a 1/4 inch drill bit. This is so that we can add our clip. Use the clip that's provided in the hardware kit and slide it in place right here. This is to attach the lower fender flare. Now we're going to add the screw and tighten. Next we're going to add the door screw. Once you open the door, you'll see that this screw is accessible. This is a 3/4 inch spacer that's included in the kit with the 30mm M6 bolt, and just thread that into place loosely, finger tight, and then just until it touches. This will leave you a gap at the top so that you can access the tape. Now I've got a small screwdriver to remove the backing from the tape, and I'm pulling the corners free here. This gives you one last moment to check alignment before you press and touch the tape. Remove the tape backing for the lower section, and then remove the tape backing for the upper section. Once the tape backing has been removed, go ahead and apply 25 pounds of pressure to the taped surface. Press firmly and allow the tape to create a bond. It usually takes 24 hours for the tape to fully bond. This is the final product, and thanks for buying our products, and find many more cleverly designed products at Terrawagen.com. Thanks for watching.